Hello there. Again, this is just a test. Just to see if the stream is working. Oh, it's on my... Why is it on my phone? I'm gonna sit here and wait awkwardly. Sure sounds like it. Yeah, it works. Alright, I'll see y'all soon. Yo, yo, yo. What is happening? I don't know if y'all can hear this guy streaming. I'm not against it. You know, get on your grind. This guy's streaming, so I don't know if you can hear him. If you can, do what I do and don't hear him. And just tune it out. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's a happy Thursday. Anytime we do Fantasy Blitz, there goes my volume. I'm going to turn that down. Right now, I think I'm just streaming to me and someone else, and I think I know who this someone else is. So, which is great. I'll take anyone that watches, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, it's been, man. All right, this is like, if I can just be real, this is the first time I've ever, like, covered sports on my own, and I've been blessed from the Lord above that Hit Network, Hudson, Nick got to reach out to me and do this, and, you know, I could do it on my own and, you know, whatnot, but I've never noticed how climatic? I can't even speak, bruh. Like, how boring it can be in the NFL season, but we're looking to make it fun. Anticlimactic? I can't remember. I don't know. I can't even remember. I can't even get it down. Yo, what up, Angelo? Oh, this guy knows ball. All right, we can talk some good ball today if Angelo's in the chat. We always do talk good ball, but ever since he made the Otto Graham comment, I've never forgotten about it, ever. But yeah, so we're just going to make it fun. We're going to make it really, really fun today. And we have some news. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get to the news part. And then we have early quarterback rankings for the fantasy season. No, this is not who I think is the best player. Some guys on this list I think are better. Some guys that aren't on this list I think are in the top 10 for QBs. Like, spoiler alert, Aaron Rodgers is not in the top 10. But is he a top 10 quarterback to me? Yes. But he's not in there for fantasy. I wouldn't draft him above 12 guys for fantasy. He'd be a great backup, though. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. All right. Cool beans. We're working. So, topics for today. We got early quarterback rankings and NFL news. You know, nothing too bad. Late May. I mean, this is crazy. When I was looking for news today, I was just scrolling and scrolling. I was like, what do I choose? There's nothing. It's just, let me go full cam. Because basically what it is just players talking about their future. Coaches talking about their future. Not that it's not exciting at all, but that's just stuff that's not really news. You know, one of the examples was Daniel Jones just fired up for week 1. I wasn't too keen on drafting a quarterback in the first round. That's not news. Of course, like, that's not news to me at all. Of course he's fired up. He's the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. And of course he wouldn't be keen on drafting a quarterback because you're the quarterback of the team. And you almost lost it to Tommy DeVito. I don't see that as news at all. It is what it is. Let's move on. So here's our news. We don't have a lot. It's kind of interesting. So Pittsburgh is a destination for the 2026 NFL draft. The 2025 draft is going to be in Lambeau Field, which I think is pretty cool. But that's awesome to go from Detroit to Green Bay and then to Pittsburgh. I mean, Detroit's on the come up, and then you got Green Bay and Pittsburgh, two historic NFL franchises, like, of all time. Part of the Big Six, if you will. And then we got Commissioner Goodell. Goodell, can't speak today. Commissioner Goodell says 18-game season is part of long-term plans. It was talked about a little bit on the Pat McAfee show when he was on. And then later on, just like reporters talking to him. And he, like, it wasn't anything that was of topic, but he did say, like, that's part of our long-term plans. Not going to talk about it right now. But the Giants GM or owner, he did come out and said, I think it was the owner, he said that he wasn't a big fan of that because player safety, 18 games. I mean, I love it. Like, football, that's great. But, like, dude, these are also guys that, like, have bodies and families and minds and, you know, souls. Like, that's really tolling on them. So 18 games seems like a lot. I wasn't even a big fan of 17 games. I thought 16 was perfect. But 17 games, it is what it is. I hope we can keep it at that for as long as we can. All right, next one. NFL wins 6 sports Emmy Awards. I have the link popped up, so let's just do it now. All right. I have it popped up right here. Maybe I should zoom in. Sorry, everybody. Nah, 150 is fine. All right. So this is what we got. Pretty cool, I think. I can't exit out of this ad. That stinks. But Outstanding edited event coverage, NFL Game Day All Access for the Super Bowl. Outstanding. Wait, we got 50. Are we 53 this year? Or 58? Sorry, not 53. Tripping. 58? Oh, that's crazy. Outstanding edited special, You Are Looking Live, CBS/NFL Films. Outstanding short feature, NFL 360 for Heroes, NFL Network. The Dick Shap Outstanding Writing Award, short form, NFL 360, still here, NFL Network. And the George Wenzel Technical Achievement Award, Toy Story Fun Day Football. Oh, that was pretty cool. I didn't really like it watching it as like an adult, but it was pretty cool. Like I wouldn't watch the whole game like that, but it was cool like tuning in. And then the Outstanding Feature Story in Spanish, Mundo NFL Originals. I'm not even going to try to say that. But yeah, pretty cool of the NFL, I think. I like that, you know. Get a lot of recognition other places. So yeah, let's get back into the news. Dennis Allen, he says Marshawn Lattimore should be staying with the team. Marshawn Lattimore said that he wants to get out of this New Orleans, but then it looks like they've had some positive talks where now he can stay, which I think Mike Evans would really, really like that because he tortures him every time. And then last one, sorry. Brandon Ayuk is not at OTAs as he looks for a new contract. Nothing new if you've been watching the NFL for a while or even 2 years. A lot of these guys will sit out, especially like star players like Brandon Ayuk, where they don't need to play in OTAs. Like they know what they're doing. It definitely helps too, I think, but it kind of like, you know, shows the management and the coaching like, hey, this is what I'm prioritizing right now. Pay attention, please. But yeah, it happens all the time. It is what it is. Let's get into the fun stuff now. That was just boring news. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, throughout the season, we can do injury reports, coaches on hot seats, you know, everything like that. But, I mean, in May, I can't even imagine what June, July is going to look like. I guess just rookie reports, but it's whatever. Sip of my yerb. Can't tell. It's a berry lemonade. Fascinating. Fun stuff. Let's get to it. Early quarterback rankings. We just have spots 10 through 1. And at the very end, I have the whole list in front, so you can do whatever you want with that. I will be giving just a little bit. I was going to put way too early, but I don't think that was a great title, or I didn't think that was a great title at all. So this is technically, to me, way too early. Early would be like July or so. But this is just the way too early. This could easily change. Not like I don't think I'm going to change it tomorrow or next week, but like this could easily change just because of there are injuries in camps. And this, like, you can watch some film of these guys playing, like if the connection's there or not. And that's a great segue to show y'all this one because number 10, Kirk Cousins. All right. I honestly, he might fall out of this list. I'm not going to lie. He really, really could just because there are guys ahead of him. Nothing against Kirko, but there are guys ahead of him. However, he's been looking great in camp. You know, he's had a couple good balls to Drake London that went kind of viral on social media. A couple good balls to Kyle Pitts. Or that deep one, that was really, really cool. But he just looks good. I think the weapons around him are very great. And I just think he's set up very well. And so are the other guys. I think Drake London's ADP is ridiculously high. And for me personally, it's just because there's a lot of like questions to be answered. Like, can he stay as wide receiver 1 all year with a great quarterback that can spread the ball out? Not saying that he won't get to any of that, but those are my thoughts. But yeah, Kirk Cousins number 10. I mean, and then the run game there is too. Like, what if the run game really becomes the plan? Like, what if Raheem Morris comes out and says, like, yeah, our plan is to ground and pound the ball with these two studs that we have at running back? I wouldn't be surprised. Let's move on. Number 9, Jordan Love. I love Jordan Love. This guy is going to be fantastic. He's one of the guys I can see skyrocketing in the rankings. I think he's in a great situation just with Josh Jacobs and just the wide receivers he's in, because if the wide receivers aren't open, he can run. You know, he's just not going to do it all the time, but he can run. So I'm really enjoying Jordan Love hype all day, all night. It's amazing. He's going to rise up. I really do believe it. No Falcons, though. But a lot of people say this is the situation that the GM for the Falcons was looking for Jordan Love and Michael Penix Jr. Like, this is what they saw worked out. Sat behind a great veteran, for a few years, comes out and he's ready. Jordan Love got thrown in there and he was ready. Had a couple games in the beginning, but then, like, boom, he was in it. So I really think that could be the plan, and if it works out, that's a great, great, great idea. Next one, Dak Prescott. All right, don't hate me, but fantasy football is in the regular season, so he could easily be top 5 by the next time we do rankings. I like his, the situation he's in. Who do they just sign at a wide receiver? That's something we'll have to look up. We'll just do it now. But I like it a lot just because, it's Dak Prescott. He can get a lot of guys yardage and whatnot, but I really don't see him doing well in the playoffs. He never really does. But in fantasy, it's not a bad pick. And if you're in any leagues, people will tell you that's a bad pick. Depending on the round, it's not a bad pick. I really don't believe that. And I still will never. So let's go Cowboys wide receiver signing. Receiver signing. Who they just sign? Didn't they just sign someone? All I'm seeing is, Michael Thomas is... Oh, it's Michael Gallup that left. I'm tripping. Oh, maybe he should go down. Yeah, no, it's Michael Gallup that should be... that I'm thinking about. He went to the Raiders. But a lot of people are saying Michael Thomas should go. I would hate that. I really would hate that. That would be really, really bad. That's just because I'm on hate watch. Just kidding. Yeah, Dak Prescott, not too bad at number 8. Number 7, Anthony Richardson. This one I think it gets really spicy. He's got some great weapons around him now with Adonai Mitchell, just now getting drafted. And he's going to be healthy. I don't think it's great that he got hurt at all, but I think it was a good little wake-up call for him to realize I can't be running around just like that all the time. Because there was I can't remember the injuries he had, but there were 2 injuries he had like back-to-back where it was just kind of like, okay, what are you doing? And then I believe it was the concussion that just took him out. So not a great idea. But if he's healthy, Michael Pittman Jr. looks great. Jonathan Taylor looks solid. Adonai Mitchell looks great as a rookie. I think it could work out. Number 7, not too bad. That's just my slogan, apparently. Not too bad. Number 6, Jalen Hurts. This guy could easily crack my top 4. He is one of the players I said do not draft in, big asterisk. Do not draft, asterisk, in bad rounds. Don't take him in round 2. Don't take him in round 3. Even round 4, in my opinion. But you could take him in, round 6 or 7. But I don't see him dropping, so that's okay. You just add depth to your team. But he could easily go up, but I don't have him going up just because there's a guy named Saquon Barkley, and that's going to take away a lot of his touchdowns, a lot of his run game. Maybe they could work on the option. That could be a huge possibility, okay? But it's Saquon Barkley. I don't think they're going to try any games with him. I think it's just going to be ground and pound. I like Jalen Hurts. I really do. I think he's a great player, and I haven't met the guy, but seems like a great guy. So, yeah, Jalen Hurts, number 6. Number 5. Did you see it? Did you? Yep. Like and subscribe, please. It really helps. I appreciate y'all even tuning in. Everyone's got a busy life, and if you choose to watch this stream and just hang out with me and talk football, I really appreciate it. And it would really help if you just liked the video. We have 5 people in the chat and only 2 likes, and I'm one of them. Hello, I'm one of them. So if y'all could really just hit that like button, really would help. It helps the views after, too, because then it spreads out and gets sent out to people that didn't catch the live. So really would appreciate y'all if you could like that or hit the like button and, share it to whoever. Let's move on. But the question is, do you prefer hot or cold beverages? Like hot coffee or cold coffee, Can't really think of hot, tea or tea in a bottle. Let me know in the comments. Not a lot of people are going to be commenting about that, but I like the question just because I prefer hot drinks, low key. It's not really low-key if you say low-key, though. Something I've always thought about. All right, we're moving on. We're just wasting time. Number 5, C.J. Stroud. The guy had a fantastic year last year. Added some more weapons with Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, just on the team, you know. Who do they lose offensively? No one. They really lost no one offensively, and that's huge because he only did great things, and, you know, heaven forbid he catches an injury, and that's the only thing I can think that can stop him. I don't see that happening at all. So, not too bad for C.J. Stroud at number 5. I don't really see him moving at all. He's a top 5 quarterback for me regardless. But this is where it gets spicy right here. Sorry for the bump. Let's see the comments right here. Wayne Heron says, hot, most def, even in the summer. Big coffee guy. Seen it myself. And then Angelo says, cold beer. All right, Zach Brown band. I see you. Not too bad. Not too bad. Cold beer. I can't like it. I don't know why. Everyone says like it's a distinct taste, but I don't know. I just don't like it. It just tastes like bread. Uh-oh, I'm about to sneeze. No, holding that in. Number 4, Joe Burrow. I've been huge on him and Jamar Chase. These guys, I'm going full cam, they really could tear it up. And I'll die on that hill if they don't do well. I really will. These guys can really, really do well this year. And Joe Burrow got a new haircut. And it looks okay. Looks like Anakin from Star Wars. That's the whole meme. All right, but if you look like Anakin, it's probably, not a bad thing because, you know, he's a movie star. But I love Joe Burrow this year. He's healthy. His team looks ready to get back in the AFC Championship and potentially back in the Super Bowl. I truly do believe, I'll say this every time, they are the Chiefs' kryptonite. And I'm excited to see what he can do. It's Joe Burrow. He's never really been bad. You know, he's had some slumps, but everyone's had a slump. Unless you're like Patrick Mahomes. And even Patrick Mahomes last year had a slump. Patience. It can happen. I really do think it can happen. Don't give up on Joe Burrow. We're moving on. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. Pound for pound favorite player. Gotta be. But he's going to be great. He lost some weight. All right, I was going to include that in the news, but I didn't think it was news because I just talk about it. He lost some weight. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because he said he's going to be more agile. Was there a problem with him being agile or not agile enough last year? I mean, what was that all about? I didn't see it as a problem at all. So maybe that's his goal, is to be just quicker and get around the defender better rather than just, well, there's Derrick Henry now, so now they got more muscle, so I guess they don't really need him for short situations. Maybe they're playing chess, and I don't know how to play chess anymore, at least. But yeah, Lamar, they didn't do too much offensively so far in the offseason. It's Lamar Jackson. You know, not going to change too much. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes, the best player in the NFL right now. Probably will be for a while. But I have him at number 2 just because who's his wide receiver 1? Is Rashee Rice still on the team? This is a genuine question. I don't know. All right? I don't know what's going on. And Xavier Worthy got his car stolen. It just seems like chaos right now in Kansas City. But what Biggie Smalls say? Mo money, mo problems. They do have a lot of problems in the Chiefs organization. I will not comment on any of them, though, because it has to be about football, all right? Has to be. Patrick Mahomes at number 2. This guy can't really do too wrong. He did great in the air last year. He did also pretty solid on the ground, but he's a winner. You know, I don't know if any of y'all in like winter leagues, like if a player wins, they get like an extra 2 points or 5 points. But if you're in one of those leagues, you got to prioritize him because his division's pretty easy. You know, his quarterbacks in his division, Aiden O'Connell, all right? Justin Herbert with no wide receivers that are great or experienced. And then Bo Nix or Zach Wilson. You can choose whoever you want. You know, not a big fan of any of those guys, especially against Patrick Mahomes, but it's Patrick Mahomes. Got to put it at number 2. And then Angelo says, Chiefs coming to Atlanta week 3. Yeah, that's going to be lit. If you're in the Atlanta area, you got to go to that game. I'm going to see if I can go because it's Sunday Night Football. Falcons get back-to-back prime games. I just thought of this. Maybe they gave Atlanta week 2 and week 3 prime games to see if we're legit. And they gave us the Eagles and the Chiefs. That's brutal. I feel like they're kind of setting us up for failure. But, you know, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Just what I say. All right. Let's go to the last guy. I'm sure you can all guess. Thumbnail boy, Josh Allen. All right. I won't speak. I know he's number one, and I'm not going to speak about him too much, which seems, you know, contradicting. But it's Josh Allen. He needs to be Superman. He needs to be. If this team, organization wants to even sniff a Lombardi trophy, sniff the AFC championship, he's got to be that guy. And that means taking risk. All right. And Josh Allen will take risk, but he now has the keys. Not saying Stephon Diggs was always that guy in front of him, because I always believe, or I have always believed, that Josh Allen's been the guy. But now Stephon Diggs is gone. He's really the only star. Who's the star player other than Josh Allen in Buffalo? Gabe Davis is gone. Can't really say him. So now it's just him and James Cook. I really do think they're going to run the offense through Josh Allen, whether that's, you know, design quarterback runs. You know, you want to keep him healthy, but he's a big guy, so you don't have to worry about his, you know, his size or anything like that. I just think that he's going to be in Superman mode for 17 games, and he's going to have to ball out if they want to win games. And if you want to win games, you got to, you know, if you want to win the Super Bowl, you got to win games. Pretty much what I'm saying. Not too shabby. But here is the final list. What? Where'd it go? Hold on. That's strange. I really did make a list, though. Oh, I know where I put it. Yep, here it is. My fault, y'all. Y'all saw, like, the rough draft. Ew. Yeah. Number 1, Josh Allen. 2, Mahomes. 3, Lamar. 4, Joe Burrow. 5, C.J. Stroud. 6, Jalen Hurts. 7, Anthony Richardson. 8, Dak Prescott. Number 9, Jordan Love. And number 10, Kirk Cousins. Some of the guys, honestly, that I could throw in there, Aaron Rodgers, I really could. Justin Herbert, I really could. You know, but even Baker Mayfield, I could really throw him in there by the time the season starts. Jared Goff, I would feel comfortable with that. But as of right now, these are the guys I'm thinking about when it comes to just good fantasy football. If I need a good quarterback, those are one of the guys I'm going to go after. The earliest I would draft a quarterback, it depends on your spot, you know, but me personally, I've always been like a round 5 guy. I like to take care of my running backs, my wide receivers. But if you're looking good, like you got 2 studs in wide receiver or running back, you know, 1 in each or 2 in 1, you could go with the quarterback in like round 4. But I don't know, man. I'd be nervous. Or like round 3. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's the list one more time. If you want to screenshot, remember, subject to change. Can easily change. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing it. Wayne Heron says, is it too early to predict both AFC and NFC championship game lineups? No. It's never too early. Never. I'm talking about QB rankings for fantasy. The season starts in September. It's never too early. You know? I will say, I have no idea who. But my guesses are Packers. Packers and Lions, if that's possible. I really do believe in the Packers. I'm not kidding. Man, I don't want to get... Packers... Packers and Niners. I'm sticking to that, actually. Packers and Niners. Okay. AFC, Bengals, Chiefs. In the Super Bowl, Bengals, Packers. You can quote me. I don't care. It's what? May 23rd. May 23rd, 2024. Fantasy Blitz says Bengals, Packers. I don't know the winner. I won't give you that much. There's no way. But yeah, that concludes the show today. As always, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Whether you're here or there, thank you for watching. I really do. I can't say it enough. I'm blessed every time I come in the studio and just can set it up and just talk football with y'all. Hopefully we can make it to a point where I can do this like full time. You know, I got to get back on the videos. I say it all the time, but life is crazy. But I'm going to try to upload a video tomorrow or Saturday. just talking about NFL news and, maybe it's draft strategy. But, yeah, appreciate you guys as always. Y'all are best. I really do appreciate it. One more sip for the yerb. And remember, God bless, be kind, and peace.